I would like to introduce you to a story called Pinduli. It's one of my favorite stories I've ever read, and I'm very excited to share it with you. Pinduli is about a young female hyena who is out in the wild looking for food for her and her mother to eat so that they can survive in the East African desert. The hyena, while out on her adventures, encounters a few other animals that are not very nice to her. They make fun of her about her fur, her stripes, and even her ears. All three of these things are things that cannot be changed by Pinduli, and all three of these things are what make Pinduli who she really is, as a hyena and as an individual. Pinduli comes back into the story later in the story, but this time she does not come back as herself. She actually comes back and encounters all of these animals that have made fun of her, and she actually appears as a spirit to these animals. And this goes along with some African folklore and myths that can be taught about in your classroom. And Pinduli actually comes back, you can see here, as an evil spirit is what she comes off as to the other animals. The other animals are very, very afraid of her. You can see here, Pinduli looks a little different than what she did at the beginning of the story. And Pinduli actually gives them an opportunity to make peace with the people that they need to. And the only way that they can do this is by going back to those people who they have hurt in the past and making peace with them. She also gives them the opportunity to leave a sacrifice so that the spirit does not do anything else to harm them. And that sacrifice is basically that the animals have to leave extra food whenever they eat, and then Pinduli and her mother actually can go and get that food, and then they can survive in the desert, because it's been very hard for them to find food throughout the hunting season. Now, Pinduli is written by Janell Cannon, who is a very famous author and illustrator, and has illustrated and written other books like Stellaluna and also Crickwing. She is a self-taught illustrator. As you can see here, her drawings are very beautiful. You can see them all throughout the book. She uses very vivid colors and very different ways to show texture. Janell Cannon also provides a very nice feature in all of her books that are written about animals, and with that she adds information about the animals that are in the book, and also their habitats and their families. You can see that in the back of all of the books that Janell Cannon writes. This book is written at the interest level of kindergarten through 2nd grade and is written at a 3.7 reading level. Also, the book has 38 pages, and it's a very good way to teach students different lessons on African animals, their habitats and ecosystems. It's also a great theme for pride and self-esteem, so you could use that for character education in the classroom. And also the book has the underlying theme, again, of folklore and myth in the African culture. This book is a great book, and I recommend it for anybody who is looking to use it for any of those types of lessons. Also, I personally use this book in my classroom, in a 5th grade classroom, to teach cause and effect with chain reactions, as Pinduli was made fun of by certain animals, and it turns out that those animals had another reason why they were all making fun of Pinduli. It's a great book. I definitely recommend it. It was published in 2004 by Hardcore Publishing, and like I said, again, it's Pinduli, written by Janell Cannon, a famous author of Stellaluna and Crickwing, and also illustrated by Janell Cannon as well. Pinduli is also the winner of the 2004 Henry Berg Children's Book Award through the ASPCA. This award is done through the ASPCA and is named after the founder of the organization in order to recognize books based on their exemplary handling of the subject matter pertaining to animals and also the environment. In 2004, Pinduli and Janell Cannon were recognized for the fiction, environmental, and ecology section of the award. Again, I definitely recommend this book for anyone and everyone. It's a great book and a great lesson taught behind it. Again, that's Pinduli by Janell Cannon.